I woke to pounding on my door. 3 thuds, a pause, 3 more. Mr. Harris, we need to discuss your outstanding balance. I didn't owe anyone. Not a cent. I opened the door a crack. 2 men in winter coats, clipboards. Hard eyes. Who are you? Collections. For what? He read a number, high enough to steal breath. Wrong name on the contract. My address, my birthday, my social security number. My stomach dropped. Someone used my name, I said. He didn't blink. Pay or we escalate. I shut the door and leaned on it, heart racing like I'd just run a mile. Coffee went cold on the counter. I called my bank. Wait music. 10 minutes. 20. Sir, we see the account, the clerk finally said. The balance is past due. I never opened this account. Then you need to file fraud paperwork. I hung up and called my grandson, Luke. Straight to voicemail. I checked my desk drawer. Birth certificate, tax returns, my wife's death papers, all in order. My name's still mine. I dialed Luke again. He picked up. Wind in the microphone, voices in the background. Grandpa, I'm in a meeting. Did you use my name for a loan? Silence stretched until my ear buzzed. Grandpa, listen, you did. I'll fix it, he said. I just need time. You used my name. Just trust me, he said. I did, I said and hung up. The next morning I drove to the credit union, gray sky. Salt dust on the road. Sir, the application lists your phone, the manager said. That's not my number. She slid over a printout. My name, my birthday, my social security number, my face, but not my photo. That's not me. Do you want to see the video? She asked. Yes. The loan officer led me to a back room, played the footage. A man in a baseball cap sat under a camera, signed where the clerk pointed. Pause. Zoom. He zoomed. For half a second, the man lifted his head. Not enough for a stranger. Enough for me, Luke. I left with copies. I drove straight to his apartment. The door had a note, back soon. I sat in my truck for hours. Snow turned to rain, turned to ice. No one came. At dusk, a neighbor said he'd moved out last week. Said he got a job at a startup. She said, I filed a police report. Fraud unit. Detective with a coffee stain on his tie. You know the suspect? As my grandson. He looked up slow. This is going to be messy. Start, I said. The collectors came again that night. 3 of them. Different company. Pay today. One said, tapping the clipboard, or we file suit. I have a police report. Paper doesn't stop interest, he said. I shut the door and braced it with a chair. I didn't sleep. I turned on every light in the house. I sat at the kitchen table with the baseball bat I'd kept since 1982. At dawn, I drove to the lawyer Keller, a local bulldog who wore scuffed boots with his suit. He flipped through the folder like a man checking a bad hand of cards. We freeze collections, file identity theft affidavits, it's the point of the video, he said. How long? As long as they can stand it, or as long as you can. Week 1 hourly calls. Unknown numbers. Week 2 a courtesy notice, courtesy with a fee. Week 3 a man slid a letter under my door marked intent to sue. I drove to Luke's parents, my son's house. They said they hadn't seen him in weeks. His mother cried. His father clenched his jaw and didn't speak. That night Luke finally called. Grandpa, I'll pay it back. I just need a few months. We're about to launch. We have investors. You forged my name, I said. I didn't forge. I just borrowed. You stole. He was quiet. I'll come over, he said. Come now, I said. He didn't. The detective called. We have phone pings from the branch. Your grandson's number was there the day of the loan. Will you arrest him? Depends, he said. Depends on you. On me. You can withdraw the complaint, he said.
Keep it in the family.
Then what? Then the debt stays. No, I said. Court, first round. Temporary order halting collections. The lender sent a suit with a perfect tie. This affidavit is inconclusive, he told the judge. Keller played the branch video, paused on the frame where Luke looked up. That's not conclusive, the suit said. Keller slid over Luke's old tax form. Same handwriting, he said. The judge turned to me. Mr. Harris, do you recognize this person?
Yes!
Who is it? My grandson, I said. The words weighed 100 pounds. The judge signed the order. Collections paused, not canceled. Interest still ticking like a bomb. I sold my boat, my drill press. Not to pay Keller. Neighbors asked why I looked thin. I told them I was fine. Pride hates pity almost as much as theft. Luke showed up 2 months later, hood up, eyes red. Grandpa, I can fix this, I said. He didn't. He paced. They promised us a term sheet. It fell through. I thought I could pay it off before you noticed. And when you couldn't, I panicked. He looked 16 again, like the kid who once asked me to teach him how to fish. Turn yourself in, I said. What? Tell the detective. It gets worse if you wait. He stared. I'll lose everything. You already took everything, I said. He left without saying goodbye. The police picked him up 3 days later. He confessed on camera. Fraud, forgery, identity theft. Keller said, "This helps you." It hurts him, I said. You didn't do it, Keller said. He did. I thought it was over. It wasn't. A second lender sent a bill go. Another forged application.
How many?
I asked. 3, Keller said. He stacked them. Classic loan stacking. Same week. We spent months in hearings. Keller filed a motion to consolidate. The judge signed. Luke's lawyer begged for probation. The DA wanted time. What do you want? Keller asked me. I want my name back, I said. Ink takes time, he said. Final hearing. Luke pled guilty. He didn't look at me. The judge asked if I wanted to speak. I walked to the mic like it was a cliff. He used my name. He used my trust. He stole time I don't get back. The judge asked if I wanted jail. I looked at Luke. Saw the boy in the dinosaur hoodie under the man with the forged signature. I want a record, I said. I want restitution. I want my name protected. The gavel came down like a hammer. Months later, letters slowed. Credit bureaus finally cleared my report. Keller sent me a receipt. Fraud accounts closed. The house felt quiet again. Too quiet. Luke knocked one Sunday. No hood. I paid the first restitution check. He said, I know. I said, I go to meetings now. I work at a warehouse. I take the bus. Good, I said. Do you hate me? I thought about it. Hate is heavy. I'm old. I don't hate you, but I don't trust you. He nodded. I'll earn it. Maybe, I said, from a distance. That night I sat on the porch with the blanket my wife knit. The air was still. No letters. No calls. I listened to the boards creak under my chair. 3 knocks from the wind on the fence. I got up and nailed it back. 1 strike. 2, 3. The sound was clean. He took my credit. He tried to take my quiet, but he didn't take my life. I stayed. Restitution didn't fix everything overnight. The collectors stopped calling, but the silence didn't feel like peace. It felt like waiting. I checked my credit report weekly, as if one morning I'd wake to find another fake account with my name on it. Luke's first restitution check cleared. Then the second. The third was late. Keller called the probation officer. They'll file a violation if he misses 2 in a row, Keller said. I didn't know if I wanted them to. I saw Luke one day at the grocery store. He was bagging groceries now, wearing a polo with the store logo. He froze when he saw me, then nodded. I nodded back. No words. 3 weeks later, I came home to find an envelope taped to my door. Inside was cash. Not a check, not official. Just money and a note. I'm trying, Grandpa. I put it in the drawer and didn't call him. Then came the letter from a debt buyer. Old balance, new company. They bought one of the loans that had already been voided. Keller sighed when I showed him. They always try. Send them this. He drafted a letter, full of words like voided, adjudicated, fraudulent. 2 weeks later, they sent a letter back closed. No further contact. The house felt safer. But I still kept the bat by the kitchen table. Months passed. Luke made every payment. The probation officer called to say he was attending meetings. No violations. You can request early termination when he's halfway through, Keller said. I didn't answer. Spring came. I started fixing the shed, repainting the porch. One Saturday, Luke came by. Can I help? He asked. You can sand the railing, I said. We worked in silence, the smell of sawdust and paint, the sound of sandpaper. When we finished, he stood there a long time. "Thank you," he said. "For what?" "For letting me work here. It's my porch," I said. He nodded. "I know." Weeks later, he came again, this time with a folded paper. "It's my completion certificate," he said. "Counseling, anger management, financial literacy." I read it. Official stamp. "You did all this?" "Yes." "Good," I said. "I'm still paying," he said. "I'll finish this year." "You should," I said. Summer turned to fall. The leaves dropped and I didn't dread the sound of mail anymore. Then, in October, Luke knocked again. This time with no papers. "Grandpa, I got a promotion. Assistant shift lead. It's not much, but that's good," I said. "I want to make things right," he said. "You are," I said. "No, I mean with us." He stood there, hands jammed in pockets like a boy about to confess breaking a window. "I can't give you trust back," I said. "Not yet. Can I earn it?" "You can try," I said. He nodded. "Then I will." Thanksgiving came. My son invited me to dinner. Luke would be there. I thought about saying no. I went anyway. Luke sat across the table, quiet, no phone in his hand, no excuses. Halfway through the meal, he said, "Grandpa, I'm sorry." "I know," I said. He nodded. He didn't push. By Christmas, the house felt warmer. I put up the lights myself, ladder steady under my feet. Luke came by and offered to climb for me. "Not yet," I said. "But you can hold the ladder." He did. Winter passed. In March, the final payment came. The court sent a letter restitution satisfied. Case closed. I sat on the porch with the letter in my hands. When Luke came that Sunday, I handed it to him. "You did it," I said. "I did," he said, relief in his face. "This doesn't erase what happened," I said. "I know. But it means I don't have to look over my shoulder every time the phone rings." He nodded. "I won't give you a reason to again." We stood there in the spring light. The fence was fixed. The grass was cut. Luke asked, "Can I come for dinner sometime?" "You can," I said. He smiled for the first time in months. That night I sat on the porch until the stars came out. I thought about the boy he had been, the man he was trying to become. And I thought about what trust really is. Not forgetting, but choosing to try again. I still keep the bat by the kitchen table, but now I also keep an extra chair on the porch, in case he comes back.